for Larry Haws. And my name is Mark Sakry, a good friend of Larry's since he taught me geometry at Cathedral High School. And a lot of years in between. And I'm so proud to be able to co-chair this emceeing job with Eli. Eli, how are you?
I'm humble and lovable, Mark. How are you?
Chip off the old block. Does that sound like Larry Haws or what? Eli is Larry's grandson. He is going to be introducing a lot of family members later, friends of the family. Before we get started, we thought it'd be nice to get a sense of who's all in the audience, though. So we've got a couple questions for you. If Larry Haws was your teacher or coach in high school, raise your hand. Look at this. If you worked with Larry on legislative issues, raise your hand. Lots of politicians in the crowd. And a lot of great things that happened because of Larry's involvement. How about, Eli, some of the other things that Grandpa wore the hat?
If Larry helped you in any way, please raise your hand.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, everyone, nice. Glad to see it.
Good. What other categories could we go? Oh, campaign workers. Who campaigned for Larry Haws? That's why he won every election. That's really good. Any other connections? Just shout them out. Family? All the family members here, raise your hand. Look at this. Let's hear it for the Haws family, and especially Faye Haws. Not everyone gets a hard copy of the St. Cloud Times anymore, but in case you didn't see it, this beautiful tribute, Area loses a champion. And it couldn't have been said better than this. The St. Cloud Times has generously donated 100 copies of this. As you leave today, you're welcome to grab a copy if you have not gotten one yet. It's a beautiful, beautiful article about Larry's life.
And they may be all gone, but there are some ties of Larry's for you to pick up on a table. But I don't know if there's any left.
Well, there are two left, Eli. We're wearing Larry's tie for this occasion. One of his many.
All the grandkids are wearing a tie of Larry's.
There you go. And I imagine a few hats around. Let's hear it for the grandkids. Well, any other opening? Oh, we should little thing about how this will all go. We have so many speakers who would love to say and share some memories. You can keep it to 2 or 3 minutes. It really will help that we can get that everyone can hear all the good stories. So we're going to ask, when we invite you up, we have a list of 27 already, to come up the rampway or the walkway and just work off of this microphone. That's live now. And can we hear it one more time for Eli? What a great What an honor to be able to co-MC this with such a bright young man and grandson of Larry. Just wanted to let you all know that any extra food here tonight is going to the Place of Hope. It's being donated to Place of Hope. And again, thank you all for staying beyond that 5 o'clock hour. There was nothing magical about that, but there's a lot of magic still left in this room. There's a point. It was for one of my birthdays. Larry gave me the book Don Quixote. And Larry was a Don Quixote, stabbing at windmills sometimes, trying to do the unthinkable or the undoable, but I always found a way to do that. And if you were to leave, if Larry were to recommend a book for you tonight, I know he would say, pick up the book of Don Quixote, because it's the type of book you should read as a very young man or woman, and a middle-aged person, and then again in your later years, because the message reads a little bit differently each time. And if you would let me share with you those words when people said to Don Quixote, well, don't even try. It's life as it is. Don't try to overcome that. It's life as it is. Don Quixote spoke these words. I've lived for over 70 years and I've seen life as it is. Pain, misery, cruelty beyond belief. I've heard all the voices of God's noblest creature, moans from bundles of filth in the streets. I've seen my comrades fall in battle or die more slowly under the lash in Africa. These were men who saw life as it is, but they died despairing. No glory, no brave last words, only in their eyes questioning why. And I do not believe they were asking why they were dying, but why they had ever lived. When life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? To surrender dreams, this may be madness. To seek treasure where there's only trash. Too much sanity may be madness. But maddest of all is to see life as it is and not as it should be. Thank you, Larry Haws, for that message. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here.